Hello and welcome back to Deus Machina Demonbane. Get off of me already! What is that racket? The worst possible timing. Al sits up from her waterbed, by which I mean Dunsany, with an angry shout, and she glares at us and freezes. A long and profound silence. Al looks at the girl wearing nothing but a shirt, and at me, whose buck-naked legs she's straddling. Now looks away. There's a sadness in her eyes and a bitter smile on her lips. It appears that my warning was futile. You're a sexual predator to the core. Doesn't the accused ever have a right to speak in his defense? God, this is like that damn Inquisition, you Torquemada. Get off already. Okay. She finally gets off, but as she does, I see, that, look, I'll pretend it didn't happen, yeah? Pervert. How did you know? Anyway, after seeing Ennea on the sofa, I head to the kitchen and start a pot of coffee. Impressed? Now that I'm working for the Haddow Group, I can actually afford such luxuries. It's instant, though. Shut up! I'm feeling all bourgeois right now. You're quite the modest bourgeois. I slosh some coffee into a few cups and return to the office. Okay, is it just me or does Al look like she's about 5, the way she's drawn there? So do you, for that matter. Stop trying to make me sexualize characters when you draw them to look like they're about 5 years old. It's creepy. I slosh some coffee into... I slosh some coffee into a few cups and return to the office. Ennea pours milk and sugar liberally into her coffee before sipping it. Guess she has a sweet tooth, but what she's drinking doesn't look that much like coffee anymore. I, for one, take my coffee black. Mostly because I don't want to waste the milk and the sugar. Al usually takes both, so all the milk in the fridge was bought just to satisfy her needs. She even procured her own damn cup when I wasn't looking. The cute little picture on it doesn't suit her at all. After cleaning my head with the coffee, I return to Ennea. I'm full of questions, but after seeing the scars of torture on her, I can't just start prying. Okay, how to start? Ennea responds to my silent, serious stare with a curious expression. I can see the question marks floating above her head. A guileless smile is a little hard for me to handle. What now? Oh, to hell with it. Worrying about shit isn't my style. Our best option, let's get straight to the point. Look, Ennea, I have a lot of questions, but I don't want to force you. You don't have to answer anything you don't want to. Ennea inclines her head, like she doesn't get it at first. And watching her like this, I'm starting to realise that her expressions really change frequently. She responds uncomfortably, looking a little down. Asking won't do you much good, I think. There's a lot of stuff you don't want to talk about. No, it's not that. I don't remember anything. Did they just break out amnesia? Ah, amnesia. Where would gaming be without you? The unexpected answer stuns us. I don't know what to say. Oh, so you mean... I think I have amnesia. Can't remember anything but my name. How can you be so calm about it? This is a problem. I'm at a loss for words. Conversation's over before it began. What the hell should I do? You don't remember anything? I mean, at all? How about what you were doing in that alleyway? I don't really remember. I think I was running from something. Running? Well, I guess that much. She obviously didn't get those binding scars from playing around. It's easy to imagine that she's fleeing desperately from whoever was holding her prisoner. This is more trouble than I expected. Damn, there's too many problems here. Not only has she lost her memory, but there's a good chance she's being pursued. We can't be careless here. Yeah, this is trouble. What do you intend to do? Maybe I should ask the princess for help. You're going to go begging to that girl again? How pathetic. Shut up! Look, what choice is there? With the Haddo Group's power, we can probably find out not only who she is, but everything that ever happened to her. Well, I guess that one might consider this a job for a PI, but with only her name and the potential for danger high, it'd be a pretty difficult job. And we have to find a place for her to stay. Why? Why? Aren't you going to let me stay here? Wait, when did I say that? My ears are ringing. What a powerful voice. Ennea starts throwing a tantrum, her face a forced mask of exaggerated tears. No, I want to stay here. Let me stay. Hey, look, don't you think it's a little too dangerous to stay in the apartment of a guy who's a complete stranger? You're not a stranger. Ennea's expression suddenly changes. Her eyes aren't those of a young girl anymore. They're terribly dark and deep. It's as though she can see all that I am. But the change only lasts for an instant, and she continues with a friendly smile. We met yesterday, didn't I? That's how I know you're a good person. Now her face, alight with a carefree smile, is back to being that of a young girl. I snap out of it, pull myself together. Just where's your baseless confidence coming from? Anyway, look, no means no. There are too many problems. Don't worry, I'll find a reliable place for you to... If you kick me out, I'll tell everyone you abducted me and held me prisoner. Why is that every frowning female character's go-to in this game? In order to get Karoo what they want, they threaten to claim he abused them. Every freaking character. The only one who hasn't done it is Rory, and that's largely because she's the kind who would just, probably send her butler to murder him if she, got really pissed off with him. At least that's a straightforward, honest response. Ugh. Silence. Ennea's grin is horribly evil. Yep, she really does change expressions a lot. And I mean that in a bad way. So how about it? Want to be eliminated from society? Want to spend the rest of your life sneaking around while respectable citizens pelt you with stones and rotten eggs? Want to carve Deju Kuru was here into the wall and hang yourself? Is this your true self? It is, isn't it? Oh god, why do I only meet women who try to extort shit from me? I really want God to tell me. Oh, he's gonna kill me, he's gonna eat me. No, please stop, don't hurt me, I'm sorry, forgive me. Where's the user support for my life? I could really use a fucking patch here. I told you that you always bring trouble on yourself. Believe me, I regret it every single day. Finally realising that regret has become second nature to me, I begin this lovely morning, after the rain, with a healthy breakfast of despair. Anyway, we can't have Ennea walking around looking like that. She needs some new clothes. It'll be expensive, but, well, it can't be helped. Let's go shopping. You're going out? I am going to buy you some clothes. You hold the fort. Just as I answer, I realise that I fucked up. Ennea's eyes suddenly start glittering like stars. I'm going too! You don't have anything to wear. That's okay, I'll just go like this. It's not okay, damn it! Then I'll wear those. She points to the clothes she was wearing yesterday. Not just shabby, they're practically rags. Come on, you can't go out like that. Just stay here and... Attention commuters, big news! The detective living in here is a heinous pervert! He forced me to wear his shirts, and then he pushed me down and jumped at me saying, now it's time for bloomers in school swimsuits. He's trampling on the rights of women. No more Deju Kuru. Al, do we know any good sleeping spells? That's my honest question. Can we just have a spell to knock her unconscious? Or do we have to, bonk her on the noggin? Honestly, at this point, I'm good with either option. Al pats me on the shoulder, trying to comfort me. I want to cry. She ends up wearing my clothes out. She's swimming in them, of course, and looks totally ridiculous. Still, I suppose it's true that I don't know anything about women's clothes. In this case, it'd be best to let her pick them out herself. Oh, look! Oh, this is cute! Oh, this too! Make it something I can afford, I'm begging you. Ennea goes through all the items laid out in front of the store, comparing outfit after outfit, with exclamations of delight. Is he really getting paid this badly by the Haddow Group? Come on, they are a stupidly large company. They could probably afford to give him, 100 grand without even nudging their, put it this way, they could probably give him enough to afford a few clothes for a, whatever the hell this girl is. Exhausted from chasing after her, I sit down on the sidewalk. Al takes a seat next to me. Being abused by women is second nature to you now. Not by choice. Anyway, you think it's alright for her to be out in the open like this? I mean, isn't she being chased? Perhaps. Even so, I can't imagine that anyone would make a move in broad daylight. I can think of some exceptions. Remembering that pervert in the lab coat and his robot companion has left me thoroughly depressed. There's no point worrying about it. We keep waiting for Ennea, who's vanished inside a clothing store. Eventually she comes running over at breakneck speed. Hey, look at this, isn't it cute? I find myself letting out a gasp of admiration. I love the fact she's still only got one tooth, but it's now changed which side of her mouth it's on. If she turns out to actually be human, I'll be bloody surprised. The clothes she's picked out sort of resemble Al's, with the frills and the cute design. Damn, she looks pretty good. Proper clothes on like this, she could pass for an idol. Her expressiveness only adds to her charm. You're grinning. What are you mad about? Yeah, go with that, Ennea. It looks good on you. For some reason, she suddenly embraces me. Why is this girl so friendly with me? It's making me strangely nervous. Why are you clinging to each other? Okay, what the hell is that? I genuinely can't tell. I mean, it sort of looks like it's on the end of her wrist, which would make it her hand, but... Wait, some sort of glove, maybe? I have no goddamn idea. Whatever. Al glares at me coldly. Seriously, why are you so pissed off? Still hanging off me, Ennea looks back and forth from me to Al, and then... her face suddenly spreads wide into an evil grin. She wraps her arms around my waist ostentatiously, pulling herself up tight against my body. Wait, what? I can feel her soft but small body through her clothes. Her breasts are pressing against my elbow. I freeze in shock. Could she... could you be jealous? How unsightly. What? Al's face instantly turns bright red, to which Ennea responds with further taunts. Did you think you were safe because you were the closest to Kuru? Soft. Too soft. Women have to constantly polish their desirability, otherwise they get tossed out like yesterday's paper. What? But I guess you're not much of a rival with that tiny body. A shiver of fear shoots up my spine, every nerve of my body firing off danger signals at the speed of light. And as always, my intensely bad feeling is right on the money. 3, 2, 1. 0. You fool! The next instant, I'm high enough to reach out and touch the sky. I'm free as a bird, unfettered by gravity. I also can't feel my body. Still, at least it won't hurt when I land. That's good. Someone said that words have power. Who was it? Anyway, that doesn't really matter. A wave of magical destruction. Is my parachute open? I never had one to begin with. My body shakes under the influence of gravity, spinning end over end. I might actually really die this time, I think, as my head seeks the distant hard asphalt. Squash. The violent sound of my nose, front teeth, and various other parts breaking is all that accompanies me as I head into the light. Kuru? How terrible! How could you do this to Kuru? Because she's a bit stroppy. That to me seems like a reasonable-ish point to end this part, so I'll say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next.